Then my brother returned to his seat and got a bubble wand thing to try and get the flower girl down the aisle, as everyone knew it would be a struggle with her to even begin with. The maid of honor was watching the whole thing unfold as she ended up behind the flower girl in the lineup, and had to hold up the bride, who then picked up the flower girl, whose mother didn't do it herself, and finally they made it down the aisle. The mayor of the town this was held in was the officiant, as a friend to my family who knows him well. Unfortunately, as he read a verse from the Bible between screaming and crying from the flower girl, we realized he doesn't know how to read very well. One of the verses he read from the Bible, from the book Leviticus, talking about staying away from sexual urges, was supposed to say abstain from sexual immorality, and instead he said obtain your sexy immortality, and the verse he was reading was an odd one to have in the wedding to begin with. So when it was over, my fiancé and I took a deep breath and guided people to the dining area while my sister took photos of the wedding party. Welp, no one got the message and was just standing around after we announced that it was time for the reception lunch/dinner, and got in the way of photos. So finally my sister said for everyone to go upstairs except for the wedding party, and that food was up there. People got the message then. During the reception lunch/dinner, the flower girl got a hold of the bubble wand/blower thing and got soapy solution all over the dance floor, which was hardwood and close to the buffet line/table. It made it so slippery that it was impossible for anyone to even walk over there. I told my grandmother, who told the flower girl's mom, and she took the bubbles away before it got much worse. I wiped as much of it as I could off the floor without getting in the way of people going to get food. The flower girl's mom completely ignored the child the majority of the reception, and the flower girl ended up eating cake with Kyle and Celine, who held her the majority of the reception. Their first dance also included her, and she ended up pottying on herself and her white and blue dress.